Oh, I see.
No, she froze.
She froze.
There we
Oh,
go.
there
Hey,
she go.
Jason. Hey, sorry you can't escape a health question. But you've been playing a lot of football this year. How does your body feel? And if it's feeling good, are you, you know, at all surprised or not?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I feel so far my body's been holding up real well. Just staying in the same routine that I've been in since I've been out there.
Jason, what makes Terry McLaurin so dynamic? What problems does he present?
He gets real in and out his breaks quick. I think the rhythm that him and Alex Smith have picked up over the last few weeks has been good. Alex Smith is definitely a rhythm type quarterback, dink and dunk, take you what you can give him. So I feel that they've been productive over these last 5 weeks playing good ball on both sides of the field.
Jason, you're obviously a comeback player of the year candidate. You'll be facing a comeback player of the year candidate in Alex Smith. Have you followed his ordeal, his storyline, and what are your thoughts on your opponent on Sunday?
Yeah, I seen actually. I think it's called the Project 11, I believe. I saw it on that ESPN show. Man, it was great story. There's a guy that I used to go against a lot in the AFC West when I was with the Chargers. I have a ton of respect for him. Hopefully, once we play them, man, I can talk to him after, try to see if we can get a jersey swap or something. But I have a lot of respect for him, and if he's the guy that wins that comeback player of the year, man, hats off and nothing but respect for him.
Jason, so a lot of your teammates have been very vocal on Twitter, using that hashtag and promoting you for the Pro Bowl. And I know you guys come up here a lot and you guys talk about yourself, but is there anybody else that you can think of, one of your teammates that you feel is very deserving also with their performance this season?
Yeah, I would definitely say Fred Warner and Jimmie Ward. I think obviously we know what Fred has done, and he's been getting a lot of good recognition around the league from Aaron Rodgers and a ton of other players. But Jimmie Ward, I think, is another player that's kind of been under the radar. I don't think he even has a Twitter. But that's a guy that I got a lot of respect for. It's one of the most versatile safeties in the game. Can play in the box, can play free safety, and can cover like a corner. So that's a guy that I'm definitely pushing for to try to get his first Pro Bowl.
Hey, Jason, have you had any discussions about returning to the 49ers next year? And I guess regardless of that, what are your feelings? I mean, is it kind of a place you'd like to call home?
Yeah, no, we haven't had any talks about that. Right now we're just focusing on finishing these last 4 games and trying to get into the playoffs. I have a ton of respect for the entire organization for, allowing me to come back, allowing me to be able to showcase the things that I could do, believing in me, and the whole 9 yards. But it's definitely a place that I will want to be. But we just got to see where things go when the season's over.
2 more, please.
Hi, Jason. A bit of a random question, but what's been the biggest challenge for this season of doing team meetings and maybe even positional meetings virtually, not being in a room with guys? And also, what's the biggest difference between this kind of thing over like a Zoom call instead of actually having that interaction with reporters, that kind of thing?
It's been tough, but we dealt with it in the off season, having to do Zoom calls for during like the OTA period and stuff like that. Obviously, it's just been something that you just have to adjust to. We didn't know the county was going to kick us out and make us move, but I just feel with the organization and just being alert as much as they are, keeping everybody on the same page and being able to adjust to whatever it is that we have to do. I think it's been good. But it's always tough just with COVID and any other pandemic that you got to deal with. But just trying to be able to adjust and stick to football is pretty much the main thing everybody's focusing on.
Last one, please.
Jason, how much of a challenge does Logan Thomas present, and how do you approach tackling a guy that big?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a challenge for us. But you just gotta try to tackle his legs and get him down.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Hey, faithful, don't forget to click here to subscribe to our YouTube.